me, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
And I love him to death. I don't really talk a lot anymore, but, you know, I look back at the journey, I'm like, dude, this dude, he should be dead. He's dead. He should be dead. It's just...
Yeah.
And I look back, I'm like, dude, this is a God thing. This is a higher power thing. This is something that I have no control of, and it's beautiful, and I'm totally at peace with it. I love it. It's been painful, but now I can breathe, and I'm gonna enjoy, you know, life more and have fun now from now on.
Yeah.
The pain's over with, and I'm just gonna heal. And I did a lot of, you know, coming off of the painkillers and stuff. I would go to the steam room. I would go work out. I would force myself, no matter how I felt, to walk, roll, or someone drive me to the fucking gym and work out, because I knew if I didn't get those endorphins and do something, I'm done. I don't know how else to explain it, but yeah. I even at one time passed out on the gym floor, because I'm like, if I don't be at the gym, I don't know where else to be. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's it.
I've seen that. I saw a lot of it. I remember some days you'd be like, you know, you were quiet on the phone, and I was like, are you all right? And you're like, no. And, you know, I'd come pick you up, and we went to the gym, and you were completely miserable for about the first 17 minutes, and angry, and you had a lot of frustration and a lot of pain, and within those 17 minutes I saw you completely transform. And you were, you know, and half the time, I want to share with people, half the time you didn't even have any food, Jess.
No.
This guy would go days without eating. I remember him saying, I said, what's wrong? Like, you know, you're usually pretty strong, and we were lifting weights all the time, and I was like, you know, what's up? And you're like, I feel like passing out, I haven't eaten. And I'm like, what do you mean you haven't eaten? And he's like, I haven't eaten for a couple days. And I'm like, and you had a lot of muscle on you too at that time, and, you know, you're starting to lose weight. And I remember going, you know, at that time I was struggling too, coming out of...
No, I know. See, everyone's around me struggling, so I can't come to you and be like, Tracy, like... I had to just suck it up. And I knew, I was like, okay, so I got food stamps. I just did what I had to do. I'm not proud of this. There's a time I went to Ralph's and stole food. And I stole food out of Ralph's, and the lady, she knew it, and she looked at me, she goes, dude, you can't do that. I said, no, but I'm hungry. I said, I'm hungry. I said, I'm sorry. I just need some food.
Yeah.
And I apologized, and she knew it. And she goes, just don't do it.
Yeah. Those are the days that you kept pushing through, and, you know, and I want us to be able to utilize and tell people how important health and fitness is, not just to look good.
I mean, it's like, it hurts, because, like, I couldn't even eat right to feed myself to go to the gym, and honestly, at this moment, here's another one, Dwayne Johnson, thank you. I remembered his story of him buying a Snickers bar every day, and he said that he walked 5 miles to work out on a Snickers bar. And so on, like, day 2, when I'm getting lethargic, I'll just get a Snickers bar, you know, or grab me whatever I needed to do. And that's what I did. I'm like, if Dwayne Johnson can do it, I'm doing it. I'm not that bad off. I kept telling myself that. I did.
Yeah.
There's always worse. I'm not in Africa drinking mud out of a manhole trying to get water, am I?
Yeah.
I'm just hungry for 48 hours. You know what I mean? And I told myself that. There's always worse, dude.
I know.
That's the mindset I carry. I don't know anymore, because I've had everything taken from me and taken from me and taken from me and taken from me, and I kept giving, and life took, and I gave, and life took, and I gave, and life took and took and took. And I kept giving, because that's what it says to do, and I got.
You absolutely did. I've seen it firsthand, and it's an absolute miracle and an honor to walk beside you on this journey, and, you know.
I literally, I mean, and even told me in life coaching, they're like, when you don't have nothing, just give. And I remember somebody coming up to me, I had like $50 in my wallet. Don't do this. Like, I was just fed up. I give everything I had. I was like, well, I got nothing anyways. Here, take my, you know, and I just threw all my cash in the wallet left. I mean, that was probably stupid. Now I have no cash money, but I was like, there's worse. And I think she had enough money to start her business, because she needed like this much. I'm like, you can make it. I need my time.
You're like, don't forget about me later on in life.
Hit me up.
Yeah, I'll be back.
I need a pretzel.
You know, getting through those times, and
but yeah, you know, I can laugh about it, and I can cry about it, and I can help people out. It hurts, but dude, I knew the juice would be worth the squeeze if I just did it right. I did. I told myself, I was like, dude, if you just keep fighting, and Hollywood is pretty dirty. Like, everybody's out taking each other out, trying to get a buck, trying to, cheating on each other, yelling at each other, ripping each other. I see it all the time. And I've even had a feeling come up like, Jesse, how do you? I'm like, do you not see yourself? Have you not seen yourself on MTV, fool? Like, I don't do that.
Yeah. Living in that moment of gratitude and realizing that other people have it worse off than we do. And
it's just be grateful for what you have, because I believe you be grateful for the dirt and the good, and the dirt's to make the good better if you see it. You'll read it.
I can't wait. When's this book coming out? When's the book?
April 21st.
April 21st?
April 21st.
Okay, where are we going to see it?
It's going to be on Amazon. It'll be Kindle. I'll be doing some signings around, kind of keeping my mouth shut. Probably do Barnes & Nobles, in around North Hollywood, a couple places.
Okay.
I'll be giving out books to people. I'm not holding back. It's just, I'm just going to let it happen. Like, it'll happen the way it's supposed to, and everybody gets a copy. So it's amazing. Honestly, I've read it 4 times, and I'm gonna read it again. It's cool. I think this guy has something figured out, but I'm not sure.
This guy is amazing.
I don't know.
Shock of a lifetime, Jesse Sink. Tell me what your most valuable lesson in life has been.
To not judge. Seriously, I know this sounds cliche, because everybody says it, but there's a deeper meaning to this. To not judge anyone, because we don't fully understand, yet love and forgive, no matter what.
I love that.
Honestly, I paid everybody back I owed money.
Nice. Good for you.
I'm clean.
That feels good.
I don't owe, I want to take care of my mom and dad. I want to help them out, but I tried to pay everyone back that I owed. I tried to be like a good person. Like, I tried to do right. And like wrongful things tried to take me out, but it won't work.
Tell me how your parents are, the involvement they have right now.
Yeah, there's not much. They don't really want to have a lot to do with it. They don't want to hear about it or talk about it, and that's totally fine. They would rather just be kept out of it, and live their. I love their life. I respect it. They have a very simple, quiet life, and they want to keep it that way, and I respect that. And they just stay out of it. They don't want their names dropped or anything, but I do owe them a great amount of appreciation for, having me and loving me and showing me the tools that got me to where I am, to help, where I can help, such a hurting world.
Nice.
So.
Can we talk about Traci Lynn?
Yeah, she's something else, she's someone that I call her my angel. A lot of people's like, oh, who's your girl? I'm like blown away, because I said a prayer in 24 hours, she showed up. It's not, people think I'm crazy when I say that, but I'm dead serious, because I was, Tracy, you know how down I was. It was bad. I had friends that actually called me and was like, dude, come work out with me, because they were like, I don't think you should be by yourself. You know what I mean? It was bad.
I remember.
It was bad. And because I was tired. I had fought, and I was just tired. And I'm like, if somebody doesn't carry me, I'm just going to collapse. And you guys called me, and came and picked me up. And there was times that, I could barely see straight. I was so tired and exhausted. But I would just go try to, go work out with one of my friends, or go do something. Just do something. You know what I mean? Yeah,
I do. I remember that. I remember you, it was like the fight in you was almost at an end, because you were tired. Your body was tired, your mind was tired, your spirit was tired. And I remember when Traci Lynn came into the picture, and she is an absolute blessing and an angel. And talk about loving someone back to wholeness. And
she's part of the reason I healed, and through the alcohol and the painkillers, because wow, you got to get you a good sidekick.
Absolutely. I remember, that one day she called me, and we talked through it.
I mean, it's tough when you're like dealing with all that, and I can get anything from the doctor. I don't want it, but that's the problem. It's like the devil's like, here, I can give you anything and trash your life.
I know.
Right there.
What do you think about prescription drugs?
they're fucking evil.
Yeah.
I hate them. I do breathing exercises. I do like yoga. I do like, try to go out in nature. I pray. I try to do all I can, like, CBD. There's
CBD is a phenomenal
CBD has
product.
been amazing. There's the marijuana plant has, it's a God-given plant that has things in it that can help us. There's things in that. I use it. I just try to stay away from the painkillers. Stay away from because all that is the Band-Aid that when you rip it off, there's just more.
Absolutely.
And so I just, I've been through enough pain. I'm like, you can deal with it. Just suck it up and buckle up. Pain is temporary. I believe if you really want greatness, you need to embrace the pain.
Mm-hmm.
Because so many of us just want an easy ticket to greatness.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the disturbing part, is you got to work. If you want something, you need to work. Like, you have to work for it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know the word work. I would picture this work as a straight workaholic.
Mm-hmm.
I think would be good, because I did that to help with my PTSD. So I worked and worked and worked until I would pass out.
Mm-hmm.
And then wake up and work, because if you're busy, you know what I mean?
Of course, yeah, you don't have
And so I turned myself, and you guys don't do that. Like, don't, that part of this book, don't do that. Like, don't run yourself like that. But that is what I use therapeutically, because all they wanted to give me is painkillers and stuff that I'd have been dead 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm. How did you slow down then? Because you were running. I mean, you were running fast, and it was reckless, and it's hard to slow down. And I'm so guilty of that too. A lot of people ask me, why do you do everything you do? And sometimes, it's like you say, you don't want to stop and slow down, because when you stop and slow down, that's when the pain comes in. But
when I stop, and that's what I'm having right now, because I'm slowing down and I'm getting percussion. I've actually called some people up. I'm like shaking. They're like, what's going on? I'm like, I'm thinking about this stuff. Seriously.
Yeah.
And so now I'm healing, and I'm be fine. I'll get through it. And I'm through the worst part. Now it's just like there's I call it the aftershock, like the earthquake.
Yeah.
Cool. So now we got the little coming through.
Yeah.
That part. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I can't explain it, but that's kind of where I'm at. I'm good, and sometimes I'm like what? Oh. No, I was kidding.
You're like, oh my God. I know, it comes in waves, and success is not a straight line. That is definitely not, for sure. Whenever things are comfortable for me, I get scared, because I go,
too.
okay.
Actually, I go put some negative out there.
I was like, okay.
I'm like, drop some negative in it. Just make it so that it don't hurt on you.
I know, because I'm like, I know stuff's going haywire when it goes like that.
Yeah, I was like, everything's going good. I'll pull over and stick a hole in my tire just to cause some havoc, just so something can't happen. I'm like, all right, beat it.
I know, and then your mind starts. It's a mind shift and a mindset, and mindset is so powerful. Having that,
dude, you do. You create what you think almost, which is disturbing.
Oh, you do.
But people are like, they think I'm crazy. But everything I've dreamed and prayed for when I was a little kid, is like it manifested into my life now.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's partly because I've manifest that. I've prayed about it. I've envisioned it. I've like held onto the steering wheel of my car and yelled it while I'm driving.
Yeah.
Have you?
That's it. I've pounded on that thing. I've like kicked it. I've had temper tantrums.
Yeah. I've stood up on the middle of 405 and like, God! No, it's
like,
just.
I give up.
Yeah.
I quit. Hit me. Oh yeah, little bitch things, little temper tantrums.
No, but.
Yeah. Some days you just gotta put on those big boy, big girl pants and make it a day.
I feel crazy talking about it, because I don't even understand. I don't understand when I read it. It's almost, it gives me a headache because I understand it, but it's like, why did it have to be like that? Why did it have to be that bad? Well, because Jesse made decisions that created that. So I chose. It could have been like easier. I could have chose easier, but Jesse's. This is what he got, and he got there, but God put some work on it to get him there.
Oh yeah, gives the toughest battles to the strongest.
Yeah,
soldiers,
he does, and he chooses it. I don't know. he has certain people. I don't understand this. Maybe not. But he gives them something different, and they're able to do something a little crazy that everybody looks at him like he's crazy. When you I don't know, understand it, but and he uses that in his benefit. I don't know how to explain that, but.
It's funny because I think back, because you met me when I first got here, and I thought my life was pretty put together before I got here, and I was happy. I had a nice life. I had a good life. I was very happy in Canada. I had great friends. I had a great business, great career. My family, Cody. I mean, everything seemed very good, and I got here, and you met me right away, and I was on the pink cloud of newly being married and newly coming into a new country. I lived in California, my dream place to be, and I fell hard. I went through a lot of pain and a lot of suffering, and I look back at it now and I think, at first it was like, why me, and everyone's like, well, it's this and that, and then I realized it was a vehicle to get me here, and and I'm able to share my story now, and through that pain I'm able to help other women and help other women to see signs, because I'm a counselor and a life coach, and I'm supposed to know this stuff, and I've been through abuse before, and so I should have known the signs. I lived through it. I saw my mom go through it.
I don't think it's supposed to know. We're always learning.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
Like, I feel like I don't know nothing after everything I know.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, and that's the thing, and I thought I had this down. Like, I thought life was...
I'm like, I have some things figured out, but
Yeah, and and I realize every single day that I don't know a lot, and that's a good thing, and I want to keep learning, and I love learning and growing, and it's great when you get to a point where you're able to say, you know what, I'm actually grateful for that experience. I'm grateful that I went through that challenge and that pain, because I am so much more of a stronger woman, and I'm at the point in my life where I am so happy with myself, and
Good.
I actually
that actually is the
myself.
most that right there is the biggest part that everybody skips.
Yeah.
Will Smith said it. Boom. He goes, dude, me and my wife got together, and he goes, we realized that we're just sitting here trying to fix a broken piece that we can't even fix.
Yeah.
And this is where Tara and me come in.
Yeah.
Tara didn't come into my life and heal me. All she did was love on the back and just seriously, she would give me time. She would come over and just hold me and then go home. She would come over, hold me, and go home. We lived in two separate places.
Yeah.
And she would, and she just watched me, and there's times I would quit breathing at night, and she would beat my chest to bring me back.
I know, she would call me
and she would call you and be like, I think he took, I think his sleeping medication, so she would beat him and bring him back.
Yeah. And we look back at it, and it's like, and we, we can't love somebody else when we don't love ourselves, and that's what I realized, and that's coming out of that relationship and that marriage, was that at that time, even as happy as I was coming from another place, another country, I never really truly loved myself, because I was always in a lot of pain and suffering from a lot of things I'd been through in my childhood.
That's a lot of us, though. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, you just
absolutely.
don't love yourself, and then you have something else come in and think it's going to heal it, and you have to love you before you can love anyone else.
Yeah.
Because I see it so many times that you can't fix a broken bowl with another broken bowl.
When you have two broken souls and spirits, and and I still pray for him, and I forgive, because I'm not going to be held hostage to that situation. And the thing is that I've let it go, and I've forgiven it, and I've forgiven myself for making mistakes, and I've forgiven myself for a lot of things, and it wasn't the wrong choice. It wasn't a bad decision. It was a challenge, and God gave me that experience so that I could shine, and I could rise again, and I could be the person that I am today. And to feel whole, and to wake up and actually live in gratitude and have a different attitude in life. I never had that before. I've never had that. In the last year, something has completely changed in me. It's been so profound. And
Welcome to the next phase of life.
Right? I'm living up, baby.
No, I mean, it's like once you
else.
you get through that, and you see it, and you're like, man, I got that. I missed that. Boom, and you're like,
Feels
next,
good.
it feels good, right? It's this sense of
You breathe.
it's like someone taking a 6x6 AMG Mercedes off your back, just
Absolutely. When I woke up one day and I was like, And I remember I was sitting with someone and they were like, wow, that was a big sigh. And I was like, wow, I'm here. You know what? I'm back. And it feels good to, you know, peel away the layers of the onion and get to where we are. I have so much respect for you, and I'm just so grateful to have such a great, phenomenal friend like you. And
no, thank you. I feel like, honestly, I feel like when I'm talking on this, I'm just like rambling because there's so much that I want to say, and I can only bullet point. I only have so much time in this life, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But there's so much that I want to say and I want to give to people because I see them hurting and I see them making the decisions I made, and I know what's going to happen and I can do nothing about it.
Yeah.
Nothing.
You know what? And that's not our place. And the biggest thing, and the lesson that I've heard here from today, from Jesse and also myself, that I practice and preach this, is that to love other people, don't judge other people, give love, and live in love, and always just do the next right thing and
just try to be a good person. It costs zero money. I didn't need food stamps to be a good person, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have anything, and I still try to be a good person. I thought, man, if I can have nothing and be a good person, then when I have everything, I can make a movement.
I love it. Jesse Sink, where do we find you on social media?
Go to Bionic Jesse on Instagram, Jesse Sink Facebook, and then this. Go to www.bionicjesse.com. You can put in your email address at the bottom. That comes to me so that we can get you a book when it comes out April 21st. It'll be all over. We aren't going to run out of copies, so don't worry about that. Not a problem there. But you guys get your email in. We're going to get you a copy, and let's make the world a better place, because we don't know how much time we have left.
One person at a time. We're not promised tomorrow. The shock of a lifetime. Jesse Sink. You've heard it here. Bionic Jesse on Instagram. Jesse Sink on Facebook. And again, I love you to death.
Thank you, Tracy. Thank you for having me on, and I'm glad I got here. It's worth digging that thing out of the Lexus.
You weren't sweating this time when you got here.
No,
so,
I wasn't sweating.
I wasn't sweating. A little wallet out of a Lexus.
I wasn't sweating, but I sure took a corner on the curve coming over here to make it on time. It probably shouldn't be on site. So.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in today on the TLC Unleashed show, Hollywood Vibes, Sports and Life.
Be good.
Thanks so much. Follow this guy. He's an amazing man. And thank you for being here today. We'll see you next time. And thank you to our sponsors at Quest Nutrition.
Have a great day. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Woo! Is that good?
Was that good? Was that
thank
good?
You. Give me a hug. Hug it out. It's good. I feel better.
Oh, I missed y'all. Great.